Every second, your brain forms up to 1,000 new connections between neurons. That's over 86 billion new connections every day. This astounding ability is at the heart of neuroplasticity, your brain's capacity to adapt, heal, and grow throughout your entire life. In this video, we're diving deep into the science of these neural connections. You'll discover how to harness this incredible potential using evidence-based strategies to reshape your brain and transform your life. Why do some people bounce back from life's challenges like rubber bands, while others seem to crumble under pressure? It's a question that has puzzled scientists and psychologists for decades. Picture two individuals facing job loss. One spirals into depression, while the other views it as an opportunity for a fresh start. What makes the difference? Meet Sarah and John, both 35-year-old marketing professionals who lost their jobs during a company downsizing. Sarah immediately began networking, updating her skills, and exploring new career paths. Within 3 months, she landed a better position. John, however, struggled to cope. He withdrew from friends, neglected his health, and remained unemployed for over a year. These contrasting responses to adversity highlight the seemingly random nature of resilience. Is it something we're born with, like blue eyes or curly hair? Or can we develop and strengthen it over time, like a muscle? Traditional theories about resilience often fall short. Some experts claim it's purely genetic, while others insist it's all about childhood experiences. These explanations, however, don't account for the complex reality of human behavior and brain function. Enter neuroplasticity, the brain's remarkable ability to rewire itself throughout our lives. This concept is revolutionizing our understanding of resilience and mental well-being. Imagine your brain as a vast network of roads. Neuroplasticity allows you to pave new highways, create shortcuts, and even close off unused paths. Recent groundbreaking research in neuroscience is shedding light on how this process works. Scientists are discovering that our brains can form new neural connections and even grow new neurons well into adulthood. This challenges the long-held belief that our brains are fixed and unchangeable after childhood. Think of your brain as a garden. Neuroplasticity gives you the power to be both the gardener and the landscape architect. You can prune away unhelpful thought patterns, plant seeds of positivity, and cultivate a resilient mindset. Understanding neuroplasticity provides invaluable insights into resilience. It suggests that we're not stuck with the brain we're born with or the experiences that shape us early in life. Instead, we have the potential to actively rewire our brains for greater strength and adaptability. As we explore the basics of neuroplasticity, you'll discover how this incredible brain superpower works and how you can harness it to build your own resilience and unlock the secrets of your brain's hidden potential. Learn how to bounce back stronger from life's challenges. Imagine if you could upgrade your brain like a smartphone. Well, in a way, you can. Your brain isn't a static organ. It's a dynamic, ever-changing network that responds to your experiences and actions. Let's explore how you can tap into this incredible power to reshape your mind. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to form new neural connections and change its structure throughout life. It's like having a personal construction crew in your head, constantly building new pathways and renovating old ones. This amazing capability challenges the outdated belief that our brains stop developing after childhood. Think of your brain as a bustling city. The streets are neural pathways, and the buildings are memories and skills. Just as a city evolves over time, your brain is always under construction. When you learn something new, it's like building a new road. The more you practice, the wider and smoother that road becomes, making it easier to travel down that mental pathway. For example, when you first learn to play the guitar, your fingers fumble, and your brain works hard to coordinate your movements. But with practice, those neural pathways strengthen. Eventually, you can strum chords without even thinking about it. That's neuroplasticity in action. Recent research has shattered the myth that we can't grow new brain cells as adults. Scientists have discovered that certain areas of the brain, like the hippocampus, which is crucial for memory, can generate new neurons throughout our lives. It's as if your brain has its own stem cell nursery, constantly producing fresh building blocks for learning and memory. This ability to create new neurons, called neurogenesis, has exciting implications for personal growth and recovery from brain injuries. Imagine if you could regrow damaged parts of your house. That's essentially what your brain can do. The possibilities of neuroplasticity are truly mind-boggling. It means that you're not stuck with the brain you were born with or the habits you've developed over the years. You have the power to rewire your neural circuits, strengthening positive patterns and weakening harmful ones. Consider the story of London taxi drivers. Studies have shown that as they memorize the complex layout of city streets, the part of their brain responsible for spatial navigation actually grows larger. This demonstrates how our daily activities and learning experiences can physically change our brain structure. Everyone has this potential to reshape their brain, regardless of age or background. Whether you're learning a new language, developing a skill, or working to overcome a mental health challenge, your brain is ready to adapt and grow. It's like having a superpower that's been hiding in plain sight all along. As we dive deeper into the mechanisms of brain adaptation, you'll discover practical ways to harness this incredible plasticity. Your brain is constantly under construction, and you're the architect. Every thought, every experience, and every action you take is like adding a brick to the complex structure of your mind. But how exactly does this mental renovation happen? Let's explore the fascinating world of synaptic pruning, long-term potentiation, and neurogenesis, the key players in your brain's incredible ability to adapt and grow. Think of your brain as a bustling city. The buildings are neurons, and the roads connecting them are synapses. As you learn and experience new things, some roads become highways, while others turn into quiet side streets. This process is called synaptic pruning. It's like your brain's way of optimizing traffic flow, strengthening the connections you use often and weakening those you don't. For example, when you're learning to play the piano, your brain creates many new synapses between neurons related to finger movements and music recognition. As you practice, the most efficient connections become stronger, while the less useful ones fade away. This is why consistent practice is so important. It helps your brain build and maintain the right neural highways. Now, let's talk about long-term potentiation. Imagine you're telling a friend about your favorite movie. The first time you describe it, you might stumble over details. But each time you retell the story, it becomes easier and more fluid. This is long-term potentiation in action. It's the brain's way of strengthening synapses through repeated use, making information retrieval faster and more efficient. But brain adaptation isn't always a smooth road. Sometimes it's more like navigating a maze. You might hit dead ends or need to backtrack before finding the right path. This complexity is why changing ingrained habits or overcoming phobias can be challenging. Your brain has spent years reinforcing certain neural pathways, and rewiring them takes time and effort. Perhaps the most exciting aspect of brain adaptation is neurogenesis, the birth of new neurons. Contrary to old beliefs, your brain can generate new cells throughout your life, especially in areas related to memory and learning. It's like your brain has its own stem cell nursery, constantly producing fresh building blocks for growth and repair. These mechanisms of brain adaptation apply to everyday life in countless ways. When you learn a new language, solve a difficult puzzle, or even try a new recipe, you're engaging in a complex dance of synaptic pruning, long-term potentiation, and potentially neurogenesis. Each new experience shapes your brain, building resilience and cognitive flexibility. Understanding these processes is key to personal growth and resilience. By actively engaging in diverse experiences and challenging your mind, you're not just passing time, you're literally reshaping your brain. This knowledge empowers you to take an active role in your cognitive health and emotional well-being. We'll explore practical strategies for harnessing this incredible plasticity and discover how you can become the master architect of your own mind, building a stronger, more resilient brain, one synapse at a time. What if I told you that you could train your brain like an athlete trains their body? Just as a runner builds endurance through consistent practice, you can strengthen your mind's resilience through deliberate neuroplasticity. This exciting concept puts you in the driver's seat of your own brain development. Imagine your brain as a dense forest. Over time, certain paths become well-worn and easy to travel. These represent our habitual thoughts and behaviors. Changing these ingrained patterns can feel like hacking through thick underbrush to create a new trail. It's challenging, but entirely possible with the right tools and persistence. Let's explore some evidence-based strategies for promoting positive neuroplasticity. Mindfulness meditation, for instance, is like giving your brain a daily workout. When you sit quietly and focus on your breath, you're actually strengthening the areas of your brain associated with attention and emotional regulation. It's as if you're doing push-ups for your prefrontal cortex. Cognitive reframing is another powerful technique. Think of it as installing a new operating system in your mental computer. When faced with a setback, instead of defaulting to negative self-talk, you consciously choose to view the situation from a different angle. Over time, this rewires your brain to naturally gravitate towards more balanced, resilient thinking patterns. Targeted learning is yet another way to harness neuroplasticity. Learning a new language or musical instrument, for example, creates a fireworks display of neural activity in your brain. It's like sending your neurons to boot camp, forcing them to form new connections and strengthen existing ones. These strategies work on a neural level by triggering the release of neurotransmitters and growth factors that promote brain plasticity. It's as if you're fertilizing the soil of your mental garden, creating an environment where new neural connections can flourish and grow. The potential for personal transformation is truly exciting. Imagine being able to bounce back from setbacks more quickly, approach challenges with a growth mindset, or even overcome long-standing fears and anxieties. These aren't just lofty goals, they're achievable outcomes of consistent neuroplasticity training. By incorporating these strategies into your daily life, you're not just going through the motions. You're actively sculpting your brain, building resilience and well-being one neural connection at a time. It's like being the architect of your own mind, constantly renovating and improving your mental living space. As we wrap up our journey through the wonders of neuroplasticity, we've uncovered a powerful truth. Your brain's ability to change is the key to unlocking your full potential. This remarkable plasticity isn't just a scientific curiosity. It's your ticket to building resilience, overcoming challenges, and continuously growing throughout your life. Imagine your brain as a garden. Every time you learn something new, practice mindfulness, or reframe a negative thought, you're planting seeds of positive change. These seeds grow into strong neural pathways, creating a lush mental landscape of resilience and adaptability. Just like a skilled gardener tends to their plants, you have the power to nurture your brain's growth every single day. So, what's your next step? Start small. Maybe it's 5 minutes of meditation each morning, learning a new word every day, or consciously looking for the silver lining in challenging situations. Remember, every little effort counts. Your brain is ready and waiting to grow. All it needs is your attention and care. As you go forward, carry this amazing fact with you. Your brain never stops changing. Whether you're 18 or 80, you have the incredible ability to reshape your mind and your life. Embrace this superpower and watch as new possibilities unfold before you. Your journey of growth and discovery is just beginning.